Hi, Mary.
Hi. Can
How's
you
it?
hear me?
Yes, I
Oh,
can.
great.
This is very cool. I'm very excited.
Thank you. So I don't start yet, right? Just basically wait till everyone's in the room.
Yeah. I just left a little bit early to
Okay.
see if you were setting up all right.
So
But
am I set up correctly where you just see just this one
yeah,
Illustrator page? Okay, perfect.
yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, great, great.
Yay.
Oh, awesome, Sarah. I didn't realize you were able to start it without me. That's great. Oh, very cool. This is a nice basis going on here already. I'm excited.
Yay, thank you. Let me see, make sure all my tools are. Oh, here we go.
All right, it looks like we have everyone popping in. There we
Wow. So it looks like Mary's already started a sketch in her very uh, unique style. I can't wait to see this start to happen. So cool to see it start from an illustration. Mary, welcome.
Thanks, guys. I did the sketch real quick last night just because 20 minutes is pretty short.
It
So
is, sorry.
no, this is great though. So I can get started?
Go for it. Yeah, please.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
are in control. Yeah, you are you're the boss. So yeah, welcome, Mary.
Okay.
Like
So the one
you
I did prior was this one, which very hungry artist style. So then I made a background and then I was gonna just, walk you guys through how I sketched something like this. Usually I work with Illustrator. So I'll just get started.
go for it. Yeah, please. No, how fantastic to see again. I think we're so lucky to have three very different artists in terms of style and creative process in today. So yeah, I guess talk to us, Mary. Tell us about you, the hungry artist, anything you'd like to share.
Sure. So Hungry Artist was born through the mentoring program, like we, talked about, as you mentioned before. And then so I wanted to create a project that was kind of empowering artists. And so I wanted to create little avatars of these characters. And then this right now, what I'm doing is more kind of for like a one-of-one collection. I thought it would be great to kind of have like a little story. So the collection title is called Moments in Time. So these days I feel like the time is just going so fast. So I just thought it'd be fun to kind of do like a melting clock. And then basically have the clock melting into like a scene. So this one, hold on, let me see front. Okay. So the one prior that I did that was chosen for the Gamma X Mintery, that one I was kind of playing off the don't be evil, can't be evil. So it's called Do Not Cannot. And then here, I think this is going to be something like time is on your side or slowing down time. So I'm kind of playing with this character that I'm kind of creating right now that is reaching over and kind of slowing down a clock. I do a lot of vector, kind of like Arno playing with Illustrator. But then he goes into After Effects and animates them. This will just be like a still image. But I've never actually like drawn and talked at the same time. So sorry. I'm just kind of talking, but if you have questions, let me know.
No, brilliant. And like I said, I really threw the gauntlet down to get artists to talk and create at the same time. I'm sure that that's tricky. So thanks so much for being up to the task. Yeah, so I guess, you went through the Mintery program, but you've got quite a rich history as an artist, I guess, let's say IRL to start with. Do you want to give us a little bit of a background on like your journey and up to this point? And I guess, we'll start with that.
Yeah, sure. So hold on, let me see if I could close this up. Yeah. So I actually come from like basically the handbag. Well, I have a BFA in graphic design, and then I ended up in New York as a handbag, like a fashion accessories designer. And I pull from a lot of my background experiences of kind of like when I used to draw CADs for handbags, like all of those skill sets now kind of apply for like when I create art. So yeah, I basically had a decade in New York as a handbag designer. I used to travel to factories all over and really work from products from concept to completion. And then I moved to LA 10 years ago and then decided I always wanted to be an artist. So I followed my passion. And now I can say I've, exhibited my artwork in major cities in the US. And then up next, I have Scope in Miami Art Basel, which is very exciting. And then really excited about how Gamma is doing the Mintery and Gamma with the, sorry, I'm like having trouble doing this.
No, please. If you do need to pause just to concentrate, do it. I couldn't imagine how tricky this is. All I have to do is talk.
I was gonna say it's like it seems quite difficult just to do the pen tooling there and not narrate at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Thanks for understanding. No, like so basically, yeah, I've now shown my artwork exhibited, and something like, the collections for NFTs called Moments in Time that I'm creating now is more of the one-of-ones. Prior to that, I just had launched the PFP collection for the Hungry Artist. I don't know if anybody really gave that a look, but it's like more just like fun characters that look like artists. And then here I want to kind of tell stories of these kind of, art characters like this one. If we can all kind of slow down time and then be able to create, yeah, that's kind of what this is about. Sorry, I'm doing a terrible job narrating and drawing at the same time.
No,
You really
don't apologize. I
No.
think first of all, yeah, I would say you're doing an excellent job, but second of all, I will drop the Hungry Artist link in the chat here.
That's what I was going to say. She
there
has
are
about.
Yeah, go ahead, Brett.
No, I think you were doing what I was going to say. The collection doesn't have that many left to go, and it's an absolutely gorgeous collection.
Yeah, I have a handful myself, and I love every single piece. They really are. You can confirm this yourself. I don't want to speak for this, but I believe they're all one-of-ones. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. I first started doing the traits thinking I was gonna make them a generative collection, but then after I did that, I just didn't feel special anymore. So then I just wanted to make it hard on myself and made them all one-of-ones and took basically 9 months really figuring out how to launch it. But yeah, even the metadata is actually manually created. And then if you look at the attributes, they're all very playful. So like the Hungry Artist, like each one, if you look at the attributes, it'd be like one's like a artsy degen, a trad artist or traditional artist or digital artist. And then there's like some that are con artists. So it's kind of like really kind of like playful and fun, trying to do something that's not your typical PFP. And then basically even the way I'm doing the one-of-one collection, it's like maybe a new way that PFPs could kind of blend into fine art, like a hybrid world.
Yeah, I love that. I actually, Brett just said in the chat, he said he didn't know that, and he's minting another. I will second that. This is not for show. We did not get this is not a paid placement, but I legitimately was not aware of a couple of things you just mentioned. So I am bullish, and I just minted another myself as well.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's so special. I the one thing I love about it, and every collection has its uniqueness, but the fact that your artwork, Mary, I love that it's a blend of like fine art and a PFP. So on its own, it's a fine art piece, but then it is also, you know, such an amazing PFP, which, you know, people can use as their kind of like decentralized kind of Web3 identity and social identity. So it really like fits so many, I can't think of the word, I'm missing a word, but it just fits. So it's so multifaceted in that regard. So yeah, and your characters are so unique. And you said you went through the Mintery program, and yes, you were absolutely, your piece was selected in the top 20. Congratulations to be featured up at Art Basel. Tell us, I guess it must have been a bit of a kind of like a wild and fast ride into this Web3 space after going through the Mintery program, and here you are presenting in front of an audience. Tell us about that ride.
Yeah, I actually feel like the space moves so fast, but I kind of took my time on it. You know, in 2021, everybody was like dropping collections, and I wanted to get the right education before I just dropped a collection. I did just like one pieces, but the Hungry Artists collection, it didn't launch 9 months till after the Mintery program, which started in February, happened. But I think it was timing when I felt like I was ready to launch it, and it's probably not the best time now, but I think I'm looking at it as more of the long game of being, you know, a crypto digital artist that does both, kind of like a bridge artist that does both physical art and like tangible art and digital art. So I think for me, everything's just about taking your time when you feel like it's the right when it's the right thing. So yeah, I'm just kind of seeing where things go. But you know, a lot of artist friends have been on Ethereum, and you know, at first I thought I would have to be on Ethereum, but I'm kind of glad that I joined on kind of like NFTs on Bitcoin with like a secure foundation and just the education through the Mintery, and not just rushing through things, but like creating something that's with a mission and a reasoning. So that's kind of how I've been trying to build the Hungry Artist, just very organically.
Absolutely, and you can tell that, and it's such like a healthy mindset, particularly in the bear market. Did anyone, yeah, Boozy, how's that? The Hungry Artist are 200 one of ones, isn't it fantastic? I genuinely didn't realize. I just assumed that it was just an amazingly well-crafted generative set. So yeah, Boozy just said he's minting another one, Mary. You've inspired everybody. So, oh, here we go. Is that you, Arno?
It works?
Oh man!
Oh, it works! Oh my god! I'm so sorry. I don't know what went wrong there.
You're here. Welcome. Do you want to? Yeah. And look, Long Street just minted another. That's beautiful stuff. So yeah, I guess. Did you?
I love this, Mary. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks so much for what you did before. I know I'm sure you were feeling a little frustrated that you couldn't talk us through it. Do you want to give us a quick couple? I know I'm sure Mary wouldn't mind. Do you want to give us a quick minute or so on just what you did?
I actually wanted to explain how I did it, so it would maybe be interesting for people that wanted to actually want to learn to animate but don't know how. It was not like a really difficult piece, but I thought it was great to get started and get familiar a bit with animating.
No, so terrific. Thank you for doing that for us. It was a real pleasure to watch. Plus, that GIF with the voiceover that you made was, one, really talented, and two, absolutely hilarious. And you played it again at the end of it.
I have put way too much time in that, I think.
I love it. Thank you so much for doing that. I think, you know, it's really special, and it just shows, I guess, what I was talking about how, you know, well connected this community is, and people are willing to kind of work for each other and make each other laugh. And, you know, even though we're all sort of in different parts of the world, all online, but I think, you know, it really does feel like a very strong, connected community, and that's what makes, you know, Gamma and the Stacks ecosystem very special. So thanks, Arno.
Thank you. Yeah, Actually, I don't am too familiar with other communities, but the Stacks community does feel like it's really tight bonds, and it's not just like people you don't know. You just know most of the people, and that's so fun about it, I think.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you. So Mary, I've just noticed that I just had no idea how this worked, to be honest. So you created a sketch and then I digitally painted it and created it over the sketch and then moved it across to the background. So how did you create the background? Where does the inspiration behind these characters? And I guess I don't want to put words into your mouth, so you can tell us about the style, but that sort of abstract, different sort of style that you use.
Yeah, so this background, I kind of collaged it from watercolors I hand painted. So I went to Photoshop and kind of made them all like a tonal blue. And so I pull from artworks that I have in the past to create some kind of background, because without that, it just feels very flat and just 2D. So then I kind of like to mix the two-dimensional vector kind of styling with more textural stuff in the back. And so this is from these watercolor paintings that I did of the Hungry Artist characters. I actually have them kind of on the side. If you've seen these characters, these are more of the rare ones that's in the 200-piece collection. And I hand painted all of these as well, which I don't have right now on my screen, but that's where I'll collage and pull from to create this background here. So you can see kind of, there's a parrot right there. And then here is like a Hungry Artist face. So then I made this collage yesterday and then a little sketch, so I'd be prepared for this. But basically, I would probably touch this up a little bit more, but this one I would probably call something like Slowing Down Time, or Time Is On Your Side. So I can end here. I don't know if we're supposed to be jumping in the other room. But yeah, that's basically a little peek of how I create digitally.
No, well, thanks. Yeah, sorry, go
I'll
ahead.
just mention, we definitely do not need to jump rooms. I wanted to just make sure we didn't have to rug anyone, but it looks like everyone has made it into this room, so no sense in making everybody move over. Basically, we just wanted to make sure there was a space for anyone to ask any questions of any of the artists or of us at Gamma. What I will say is I do have one more announcement to make that I'm very excited about. And you guys are all getting the alpha before anyone else because you're here. But before I do that, Brett, why don't you ask if there's any closing thoughts or questions for our hungry artist here.
I will. We've just lost her screen, so I don't think she's screen sharing anymore, but that's okay because I think that she wasn't going to. Oh, there we go. We can see you, Mary.
Hello.
Lovely to
Hi.
see you. Hello, hello. The face behind the very amazing artwork. I just want to double check.
I absolutely love what's behind you. Is that one sculpture, or is that a banana and a hand separately?
It's a banana and a hand separately.
Well, I like the juxtaposition going on there.
Thank you for noticing. Thanks for doing this. This was really fun, kind of just showing, the behind the scenes and to be able to talk about the art pieces.
And thank you so much, Mary, for, like I said, being brave and doing it and putting yourself out there and showing people the creative process, and also taking on the gauntlet of talking and creating at the same time. So Nick, just checking, there was no one else left in the other room with Vandal. Was he still going? Do you want to?
No. It looks like if I look at the overview, the prior sessions had ended. So it looks like they ended those sessions. So very excited to see the all the finished works. Mary, are you how are you feeling about your piece? Or I certainly think it looks like a finished piece now, but I know that sometimes artists can be their own worst critics. So I'm curious if how you're feeling about it and where you see it going, or if you feel solid.
Yeah, no, I definitely have to fine tune it. I feel like it was done kind of fast, but after I fine tune it, I would love to, put it on auction. So I'll add it to the same collection, the one of one folder. Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. So as we said at the start, each creator is going to release it in some sort of fashion. So we've been able to, you know, get a really amazing behind the scenes look and chat with the artist. So yeah, once again, I don't think we have Vandal in here, but thanks so much, Mary and Arno, for doing that. It was a really terrific experience. And so yeah, certainly something unique and something that I think, you know, it would be great to do again. It'll be in 2023 now, I would assume. So yeah, if anyone has any questions or any final comments or wants to ask Mary or Arno something, or even, you know, we've got some creators in here, Boozy, Longstreet, Rick, who's a fantastic photographer who's just joined our ecosystem. If anyone wants to, you know, tell us about what they're up to at the moment, or share anything, or ask anything, or drip some alpha for this very select group that we've been left with, please go for it.
Arno, I was wondering, are you self-taught for Adobe Effects or like After Effects? That was really amazing, the animation you created.
I am. I did follow a couple of courses though, but everything I learned was for After Effects was online. I did learn like Illustrator in class, but nothing for animation, no.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Could
amazing.
Could there be a hungry artist, Arno from Earth collab? Who knows? Wouldn't that be amazing? So
I would love
It
to
would be pretty
see
cool, yeah.
one of my artists
Oh.
wink at me or something like that.
imagine animated hungry artists. It would be an absolute delight.
Yeah,
Anyone else? Or should
yeah.
we ask for some drip? Like, or Rick, hello Rick. I don't know if you want to jump on and up. I saw that you just released another little photography collection. It's great to see photography secured by Bitcoin, you know, on Gamma at the moment. Welcome to the ecosystem. You're like relatively new-ish. Pleasure to have you. Maybe I'll put him on the spot, but you know. No, I haven't got him. Another keen photographer and musician. Longstreet, you must be very proud hearing your music being played in raid mode that everyone's been really enjoying on Project Indigo over the last week.
It's been really fun and a long time coming, because it's something that I wrote a long time ago and just kind of fell off my radar. Things stalled out with the project and there were some changes. So I just kind of moved on, and now it's live. And I'm ashamed to say I haven't even had a chance to play it yet. So I've been hearing good things about the gameplay, but I'm waiting for the right time to sit down and I want to be able to enjoy it and take it all in. But it's been so fun working on that project. And that's really what kicked off this whole like video game soundscape design on Stack's career path for me, because it's led to some other fun things. And now I'm working on Kung Fu as well, which is going to be out in December. And yeah, so it all started with Project Indigo. It was one music for 1A.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like I was so like shocked when I first saw that you know 1A come out, and then the 1B was a beautiful continuation of that. I also will shamefully admit that I have not done the gameplay yet either. But oh look,
we have had a busy
we have
week.
a cat. We have a cat coming in to say hello and congratulations to all of our artists and to the soundtrack. But no, I mean it is the first two are like legitimately some of my like favorite kind of like sound effect background lo-fi, you know, really cool tracks. I actually like listening to that kind of music when you're like just working and you want to just hear something kind of like lo-fi in the background. So very cool that you've contributed those.
Yeah, it's been real fun. And congratulations on all this crazy growth with Gamma and everything that you guys are doing for artists. It's been super fun. I still remember the first call I had with Jamil. Gosh, well over.
It's okay.
What was
Kids
that,
are great.
January? Yeah, it was a long time ago, but you guys, there's been a lot of amazing development happening, and I love how artist focused you are.
Yeah, it's I would say like, you know, most of the props obviously goes to our dev team. They are absolutely killer. We have one dev here on the call, Jack, and we have a talented team alongside him as well. And but I mean this when I say this. This is not just a platitude or something like that. Like, they are really, I think, motivated, and we all are motivated by hearing the feedback from the community, and so any feedback or any, I know Longstreet, you often are like pushing the bounds in the best way possible of what we have available for creators, and unfortunately, as a result, are the first to find some snags on occasion. So appreciate your patience as we work through those and find those. But you're kind of truly like leading the creating that path, so that those that follow you do not have the same hiccups. So very much appreciate that.
Good at finding little bugs and snags, apparently. So thanks for always coming to the rescue.
Awesome. Well, I do have, this is not to say that anyone else can't share anything, any alpha. Boozy, I certainly would love to hear any alpha you have on See Yourself Out. But I do have one announcement before I keep Carol up until 1 a.m. Because it's already getting quite late for her. We have a fun free collection that is dropping by Carol. I will let Carol speak a little bit about, I don't know if she wants to share the full details of the art yet, or because it's pre-reveal at the moment, but the basic concept behind this is, in the US we have Thanksgiving coming up, and of course it's just a season of reminding you of how grateful you are for everyone that has brought us to where we are today. And so Carol has been working behind the scenes. She is a dot work artist and multi-talented artist. It's not just dot work, but for this collection, it is a dot work collection, generative collection. And Carol, I'll let you take it away, but I think this will be a fun free mint for the community.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. So 1,000 pieces, free mint. You can claim 1 or 2. It is a pre-reveal, but the pre-reveal image is also dot work. And I'll just say, so yeah, it's a dot work piece. All my dot work drawings are always 1/1s, but with this collection, it's semi-generative. So the original drawing is dot work. And then Nick convinced me to try something I had never done before and to make 1,000 different versions of the same drawing. And I am quite happy with the result. I had a lot of fun. I very much enjoyed working with the attributes, which you guys will discover. I will not say more right now. And I hope you'll enjoy the collection.
Amazing. Yeah. And just a little backstory to why you can pick 1 or 2 when you're minting. The idea behind claiming 2 is that we hope that everyone will claim 2, and then when they we'll have this in the formal announcement, but I'll explain this to you all here. The idea is, if you're meeting up with friends and family over the next few days, and they don't have any NFTs, or maybe they do, and you just want to kind of send a little love their way and send a little thanks their way, we'll hope that you'll send one of those 2 to them. So I think that's just a fun little thing there, and we hope that people take advantage of that. Well, it
Very
looks
exciting.
like
So
I dropped that link there in the chat, and we'll likely announce it tomorrow. If any of you want to share that link with friends of yours to make sure that that they can grab to, feel free. Yeah, Boozy, if you'd like to share it, feel free. Depending on how quickly they start to go, maybe we will do our announcement tonight, because I do want people to be aware of it. But yeah, I think this will be a fun thing, and I can't wait for you guys to see them. I have seen some of the artwork, and it is very, very, very cool. And I will say that it is the original piece. I'm not giving much away, Carol, I promise. The original piece was like I don't know the right way to describe it. I'm not quite the artist that Carol is, but let's call it like it's like a still life kind of situation, and it's just it's there, as is. But in making it generative, Carol added kind of some lively traits to it, and so there are some I won't say anything more, or else I'm gonna leak what it is, and I don't want to do that. So I'll just say that I think it's fun.
There's
Thanks so
also,
much.
Yeah, in games.
I
Go ahead,
think Brett
Carol.
will like one of them, which is a rare piece in the collection because it has Australia specific attributes. I will not say
Ooh.
anything else.
Oh,
Wow. That is, yeah. And so there you go. So part of the perks of, turning up to our community events is you get the alpha first, you get the first mints, it's so nice. Again, like, just thanks so much, Carol, and, Nick, for organizing it. And thanks so much to everybody. A spider snake under the pillow. That is true.
yeah.
Yeah, no, but they don't bite if if you're nice to them. But thanks so much to everybody for turning up. It was an absolute pleasure. I really love watching the creators create. I can't wait to see it hit the market. It's been lovely to see the community turn up and support each other and support the creators and ask questions. And a big hats off to, the Gamma team, and Jack's here from the dev team on our recent update. It's been massive and a long time coming, and a lot of work has gone into it, both from the dev team and the community team. It's feeling super proud of where things are going with Gamma. And like we say, and we mean it, it's not a throwaway comment. We really aren't anything without our community, and that's our artists, that's our creators and our collectors. You guys are what makes us, or what drives us, or why we exist. Can't wait to sort of keep growing and seeing where this journey takes us, heading forward. So don't know if that's maybe a great place to finish off, or if Nick would like, or Sarah would like to say anything extra, and then we can call it a day or a night, depending on where you are in the world.
Yeah, I have nothing else to add. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Thank you very much. All right, well, lovely to see everyone, and yes, sleep well, or oh, that's okay, Rick, but pleasure to see you here. Yeah, have a wonderful day. I'm about to head to NFT Fest Melbourne, the first big NFT conference in Australia. We're getting our own little version of NFT NYC sort of moving around the world. So I'll go there and proudly represent Stacks, Gamma, and the Stacks ecosystem. And yeah, hopefully it's a great day. I'll share some photos, and I'll see you all online and around the place moving forward.
Thank you, everybody. Catch y'all later.